What up, guys, and welcome back to another video here on Transformers the TCG.
You've been very busy.
I've been very busy because we've been pumping out content, and the worst thing is we've been filming content, and then stuff we've talked about actually has happened. So we're like, gosh darn it, why do I have to have a job? I don't know. But anyway, yes, if you have lived under a little bit of a rock, there is a new announcement, obviously, of Wave 3 that's happened this week, and it is War for Cybertron and Transformers Siege. It is Wave 3. It is War for Cybertron Siege 1. This is my first thing I'm going to say, is there's a giant a numerical 1 behind it. My guess, right off the bat before we break it down, is that this is the first set, just because certain things they've announced there's a lot.
Yeah.
It's little. And like a small amount of things. That's what I'm saying. And that's what I think when they release the second Siege 2.
Really?
I think so. I think it might be a thing. Maybe 3, maybe 4, we don't know. But that's my original idea, just because of the icon.
I like the idea that they're effectively doing a Star Wars on us. Because we got Wave 1, which was the retro G1 Transformers that we all grew up with.
It's true.
Wave 2 was more of it. Yeah. And now they've gone before Earth back to Cybertron.
But I think also why Wizards and Hasbro have done this is, I could be wrong with this, but in June all the new Siege toys comes out. So that is also your giant Jetfires, your giant Omega Supreme that is the size of a small child.
But this is the second ever release toy, I think, of him since his very first toy back in like 1984.
Exactly. Yeah, there's loads of images. There's loads of images coming up of the stuff that they're releasing. But you're here to talk about the TCG. So obviously, with the TCG, it syncs up with Hasbro's War for Cybertron Siege, joining the Transformers universe in the decisive battle for the fate of Cybertron. So also one thing I wanted to say just from the artwork again, is that it reminds me a lot of not just their toy line they're doing currently right now, but also the old Transformer games they did for Fall of Cybertron and War for Cybertron.
They're not that old. They're 3 years old now, I think.
They're older than that. You'd be surprised.
Really?
They were on the Xbox 360 and the PS3, and we're on the Xbox One and PS4, and they're almost out of date because they're going to release new consoles. But anyway, we're getting off point. So, moving back, War for Cybertron Siege introduces character types such as Battle Masters and Micro Masters. We'll get to those in a bit, in the form of small Transformer character cards. The set has 48 character cards and 64 battle cards, including tons of brand new art and a few fan favourite characters that have been hotly anticipated since Wave 1. The booster packs, which is kind of the coolest thing about this, is what makes us drool a little bit, was when it came to Wave 2, we didn't know how combiners were going to work, so we honestly thought maybe we just have them included with an insignia card, or like the Enigma cards effectively with them and stuff, but that didn't happen.
No.
With this set, on the other hand, you're going to have 1 large character, 1 small character, and 6 battle cards. So we're losing a battle card, but we're gaining a small character.
So effectively, 2 characters for the price of 1.
Yeah, 2 characters, which is pretty dope.
Which then takes into consideration mouthful biscuit. 48 characters.
Yes.
I want to say that's including the mini bots.
Yeah, it's kind of the Micro Masters and the Battle Masters.
I reckon that's included. Which, considering Wave 1 and Wave 2, this is a lot of characters.
It's true.
That's a lot of characters. But the upside is, and I'm actually quite happy about this bit of news, only 64 battle cards. When Wave 1 was 81, and you need 3 of everything
if you
to
want
have a full set.
Yeah.
And times that 2 because Wave 2.
Yeah.
Just the idea of 64, which makes me wonder how many rares and how many from Wave 1 and Wave 2 are going to bounce into this wave.
It probably will work.
With 6 battle cards, I'm assuming you're going to get 1 rare, 1 uncommon, and like 4 commons, I think.
Something like that. Yeah, like that. Because it's always like uncommons, commons, rares, We'll see, because honestly, it might just be completely different. We don't know, because this is new for us anyway, because of the fact that they're including a small character. That's two character arts, which is kind of
when we flip back to a video where we're talking about our characters we want to see in Wave.
Yes. In Wave 3. In Wave 3.
We discussed about headmasters, target masters, and a certain.
I think we either mentioned mentioned some of them, but then I think also the fact that we said that there's a possibility, obviously in the not too distant future, which is a video within itself, where we thought they're going to go the Quintesson route, where you can play Quintessons with a Sharktacons and stuff like that, and then also the fact that you can also have the ability of Junkions, so you can just have Retgar and loads of just loads of cool stuff like that. But obviously, tying in obviously their brand with the toys seems like a really cool thing. So the one thing that's got us a little bit excited is obviously it says this is going to be, they stated it was going to be in June. We've been given a date, which is the 28th of June in the US and other regions. So we don't know if that will be England or not. Fingers crossed it is, just because other games we play on this channel of mine, we get screwed over royally. The main one that I can mention before we get back to Transformers is Dragon Ball the card game. Everyone else gets the sets before us, and then we get it, and then they've got another set coming out before we've even got our hands on stuff. So it's kind of, that is true. Hopefully, Wizards have noticed how sometimes how that's happened. We want it as well, because remember, the UK, you wouldn't have a lot of Transformers awesome comics, because just saying, British comics is. But anyway, we'll move on. We're going to move on to the two new things which have been announced about this, which is the Micro Masters and the Battle Masters. Now,
which we don't know what the Battle Masters really are.
Yeah, we know.
I saw this, I went,
we know who they are.
We know who they are.
We know who they are. So we're going to talk about the Micro Masters first. Obviously on the screen you can see they've announced one already, which is Private Red Heat. Kind of sounds like a porn name to my...
That does sound like a porn name.
So bad, doesn't it?
It's a Playboy.
It's a Playboy. But anyway, no, it's small character cards, which are going to be 63 by 88, and it flips between alt mode and bot mode, just like a normal Autobot. But here is the kicker. We have things that have been announced on the card. We have Rescue Patrol, Truck, Specialist. So the thing that catches my eyes already is Rescue Patrol. Yeah. Interesting. So
they're adding more titles.
Interesting. Yeah. So hopefully, in this wave, we actually get some cards that help out spaceships. I'm just saying, or bikes.
Well, just saying that. We'll get to that.
We'll get to that in a bit. Yeah. But anyway, yes. So on his card currently, which is the only one that we can sell, this is stealth while untapped, so enemies can't attack it. I wonder if that's going to go for all the small.
I don't think so. I think it's going to be his ability. Okay. At the moment. I think they're going to have. I think there's going to be a big variety.
So then he's also got these abilities when he flips to bot mode, which is quite interesting. Which is if you tap him, you can scrap a white pip card from your hand to choose two of your other characters and swap their upgrades. So he's got a built-in swap parts, which is a little bit better, which is pretty cool.
But then let's get to the big kicker about the micros.
Yes.
Stats.
Yes.
And cost.
Yes. So this one is only 5 stars, which is cheap
compared to the others.
Attack of 2, health 8, 0 armor. But then when he goes to bot mode, obviously he gains 1 armor. But that's pretty awesome stats for a 5 cost. I'm just saying overall. You can have some. You could run loads of small guys. Just loads of small guys. I don't know how it would work, but you could. Imagine shoving... You could.
You would. I think, unless they bring out an FAQ or something, I think you could probably do this. Just run lots of... Yeah, but then you...
Yeah, I'm saying, at the moment, like I always keep saying, the game limited at the moment is 25 points. At some point, I guess... Dude, at some point we're going to have a points increase, just because I want to play the game where you have Megatron...
Times 3.
Well, not times 3, but just Megatron standing next to a giant combiner, and then Optimus Prime on the other side of the field with another combiner of his.
If it's superior, I'll kick him in the nuts.
Well, yes.
I hate that guy.
You don't, yes.
I really hate that guy.
We're going to let you guys know. We filmed a battle report. It's currently being edited.
Yeah, because you have to bleep the living crap out of me.
I do. There's it triggered D a little bit. Yeah. How I built that deck. It triggered him a little bit. But anyway, they're the Micro Masters. Give us your thoughts in the comments below. Moving on, we're going to go into the Battle Masters, or as I'm always going to call them, Target Masters. These are Target Masters. Headmasters was a well.
I think they're gonna come. I don't think
the first ever like thing we got in England and America. Headmasters looked cool, and then Japan got hold of it, and it went very anime very quickly, didn't it?
Yeah.
Like Soundwave died, Blaster died. Oh, sorry, spoilers, but you're never gonna watch it because it's not good. It's not good.
No, it's sad and
but the first like episode, which was like a 4-parter, you had like the introduction of Scorponok, and then the introduction of Headmasters and Target Masters.
3 of the G2 Wave 2.
Yeah, it was basically like after series 3 and 4 of after the movie you had
the 86
series 3.
movie.
Yeah, so 86 movie. After that you had series 3 and 4. Then after that comes Headmasters.
Yeah.
So anyway, these are Battle Masters, which I'm kind of excited for because they're really cool. So anyway, what is a Battle Master? Just like the Micro Master, it's a small character. It flips from between upgrade and bot mode.
No, it doesn't though.
It doesn't.
It's not for this.
Because that's kind of a weird
They start
thing.
the game in bot mode, which is unusual, but their gimmick is, well, which one have we got up here? Private, what?
Well, this is how it is. It's called Private Fire Drive, but it says at the bottom of here, it says small character cards flips between upgrade and bot mode.
Because if you go to bot mode, it states you're closer to the screen than me, and I can't see it.
So when the bot mode it basically says it's a battle master. It also has a target, so obviously it's ranged. That's always happy for me. But then also it says that when this card attacks, draw a card. A battle master begins in bot mode and can't flip when it's KO'd. When it's KO'd, play its upgraded.
So then they flip. So you have to kill them.
Yeah.
They then flip into their sexy mode, which then becomes a upgrade. They become the gun. So it's
kind of cool.
So you start them off in the field, which is useful because you can go in with them first to do cheeky early damage or just knock off abilities or whatever. Because when you go first, you can't play a card or anything. So you can't put down bad boy stuff. So you're just going in dry.
Yeah. Pretty much.
This way, you can waste the guys, and knowing full well, I have to attack the guy who's tapped. Oh, it happens to be this tiny little robot, and he's dead. Flip into super sexy gun, straight on top of his prime.
But then the problem is, which is quite interesting, with also the most hilarious name ever, which is Duo Charge Electrostatic Photon Cannon. What a mouthful that is. Anyway, it says when this upgraded character attacks, scrap any number of cards from your hand. For each one scrap this way, the upgraded character gets +1 attack. This already gives you +3, but then it also says if this would leave the battlefield, put it into your KO area instead.
So basically, someone plays Random Speed, while he's an upgrade, he goes straight into the KO area.
Yeah, so it's kind of like a...
Rather into your scrap pile, which would be rude, because then you...
Keep
it would get
back.
confusing. So this is a nice built-in way to stop massive amounts of FAQs, because
it's true.
People would do that. He's an upgrade now. Wait, where does he go?
Yeah,
no,
it's kind of interesting as well, because it's like... I think if people are going to play, Battle Masters or Target Masters, you will put in cards that are like that. Like, you will have more cards dedicated to scrapping upgrades, so... And
here's the other thing, his points. And stats as a bot mode.
He's basically 7. He's a 7 cost... It's not bad, but I think it's because he has 2 cool abilities. He's 7, he's 3 attack, 10 health, no armor.
I think
when he attacks, he draws a card, which card draws great. But it's just the ability of when he dies, he then becomes that cannon.
With the craziest name as well. And he's an Autobot.
It is true.
So I wonder if they're going to bring anything...
Oh, there's going to be Decepticon ones, guaranteed.
Well, yeah, because we're about to get to one, I think.
Yes. No, we're not. There's the only ones are the only 2 characters they've announced so far. But so hopefully we're gonna get a little bit more love for the Decepticons because we just laugh when we need it. We look at we talk about it on our card video a little bit where we just say there's certain cards at the moment we want to get Decepticon abilities.
I think it's Optimus Prime actually holding him.
It's either Optimus Prime or some cool other Autobot that's holding him, but he's shooting freaking charges off the top and a laser at the bottom. It's just mad.
They're just huge.
Now, the next one which we can talk about, I can take great pride in.
I'm going to come over here now.
Yeah, so I'm going to take great pride in this because in the video that's probably going to come out after this.
Yeah, because
on the time of filming it, this was
number one.
My number one main character I wanted in Wave 3.
Where was your fifth? So it was the first one I think you mentioned.
Yeah, so...
It was top of your list of...
I was really happy when I was like, I want this person and Prime to work together. And then as soon as someone told me, oh, Lee, they've announced Wave 3, I was like, holy shit, that's cool. And then it was Ultra Magnus. So I was like, holy crap, that's the character I had in my video.
Fake Prime.
Which is, yeah, if you want to call him Fake Prime. But anyway, he's amazing. I just freaking love him to death. So anyway, Ultra Magnus, this is where it quite gets interesting. He's a leader, he's a truck, and he's ranged. His current stats at the moment is 5, 17, 1. He currently is going to cost you 12 overall, which is pretty good. And then before the game begins, you may put an Ultra Magnus armor from your deck onto this. Now we're going to get into that card a little bit later, but that's pretty freaking strong. That's a really good strong. And he also has built-in brave, so enemies attack this character if able. So he's basically your meat shield in a way.
Well, with 17 health, and when we get to that upgrade card, you're going to see why he's got brave.
Yeah,
it's horrendous.
It's pretty darn good. So anyway, yeah, flipping him to bot mode. He's a leader, he's ranged. 6, 17, 1, so he goes up by 1. But then, when this card attacks and you flip at least 2 orange, 2 blue, do 1 damage to each character.
That's very strong, but it's flipping the 2 orange and blue, because this is one thing I don't know 100% with the cards. Okay. It's orange, orange, blue, blue.
Yeah.
So does it matter if you flip, say, an orange...
Oh no,
and the blue,
no.
Does it not have to be order? No. It's just two orange
it's just
blues.
those, because I've recently been like meddling with Metroplex, and Metroplex has, if you flip 3 of each icon, you then get to tap every creature and do 1 damage, I think it is, or all the bots and do 1 damage. But with this, you're going to be building quite a very interesting deck to try and probably go across against that. Like you really just want to try and hit that to do that. It seems pretty.
Well, it's a good thing, because what they're trying to do, I think, with this character is stop people building pure aggro or pure. Well, it's technically pure blue and blue orange, because we like to play mixed, because we like to have a bit of variety and combos that gel.
Yeah.
Some people just go pure aggro and just take as much orange as humanly possible, so they're always flipping orange.
Yeah, you Predaking players, you know who you are. Predaking is all orange.
And Insecticons half the time. Apart from when I play them. Apart
from when you play them, yeah.
5-0!
Yeah, we're just going to say it. We had a couple of games before this. I tried Bombshell and Shockwave. New Bombshell and Shockwave. Didn't work out well. I think out of 5 games I had probably 2 or 3 dream turns, and then it just went wrong. Yeah, it went really wrong. Before we move on to the next card as well, I'm really excited. Yeah, that's the main thing. It's a super rare. But then the thing is, when you look at how many cards there are in total, when you think about it, there's going to be 48. When it comes to how many super rares they're going to put in a box, because I know it always changes. From Wave 1 there was hardly any, to Wave 2 there was more chance of getting a...
I think it was like 1 in 5 boxes.
I think so, something like that. Something like that. I'm not 100% sure. But so hopefully the 2 characters, obviously, the next one we're going to come on to are both stars. Before, I'm going to let D touch himself. There's something on this artwork which I really want to bring up.
Is it the missiles?
It isn't the missiles. No? The one thing I want to talk about is not pretty much on the card. It's in the background. And in the background you can see 3 beautiful pyramid planes.
Oh, that artwork.
Oh, yeah. Now you know. So, one is definitely Thundercracker. One definitely looks like Skywarp. The other one could be a Starscream, but I'm not 100% sure. It could be a Ramjet. We could actually get a good Ramjet.
What's wrong?
We're not going to touch that. We've already... Well, they probably haven't seen that video yet, but it's kind of how I feel like Cup. Yeah, that touched a nerve, and it touched a lot of people's nerves. Make Cup better. Hopefully in this, if Cup's better in this version, oh my gosh, oh my days, I'm going to be so happy. But anyway, we're going to move on to the final bit, which
that's been revealed.
Yeah, which is revealed, and it is, wow, it's just freaking Shockwave. It's major Shockwave. Just kind of like Major Ultra Magnus, but yeah, to me it's Shockwave.
And again, a super freaking rare.
It's true, super freaking rare. So what we have is a leader, he's a spaceship and a specialist. And in his alt mode, 6 attack, 17 health, 3 armor, and then his ability currently is you may look at the top card of your deck at any time, which is pretty awesome to do. And then when you flip to this mode, draw a card. Then your opponent chooses a card from their hand and scraps it. Now,
That's
the one
rude.
thing is very good, but the one thing I like about this is it's 14 points at the moment to play this guy. The other Soundwave is 11.
Yeah.
And if you read that ability where it says your opponent scraps a card from hand, the other Skywarp's ability is if opponent ever scraps a card from their hand, they do 1 damage to a transformer. So it's kind of like they comboed that for a reason, I think. Good design work, Wizards and Hasbro.
The art is
Very,
beautiful.
very freaking good. So, moving on, we're going to go straight into his bot mode, which is Leader and Specialist. He goes to 7, he stays at 17, and his armor goes down to 2. And it says, you may look at the top card of your deck at any time, so he keeps that. And then it says, while the top card of your deck is a Decepticon card or a secret action, you may play it as though it would play if it was in your hand. So, what the hell is a secret action?
It's a new battle
It's
card.
a new card.
Is it going to be a new colour or just a new upgrade?
Cards. Yeah, it's
Because at the
quite
moment we have
interesting.
utilities, weapons, and armour. That's
And then you normally have action cards. So
Yes.
I wonder if secret action is a different type of action card. But seriously, Shockwave, we love the artwork.
I love it.
I love that.
It looks like
it
it's
looks
just
super cool.
It's the fact that his bot mode is literally like mad scientist. I'm in my lab doing creepy shit.
It's true.
And then the spaceship mode is just. The thing is, it looks like the front she's got a boombox.
It's
It looks
true.
like speakers.
Yeah. It's true.
And it's just blowing your brains out. And I want to bring this up quickly. We mentioned earlier that this ties in with their toy range.
Oh yeah, this is their toy.
the actual freaking toy. Well, the vehicle mode.
Yeah,
anyway.
the vehicle mode of the toy
And the Ultra Magnus one, I think, is.
is straight up. Yeah.
So
the Magnus
we
is the
know
same as
for a
well.
fact in the toy range that's been released so far that we know of, we've got Starscream, Thundercracker. No, Thundercracker.
Yeah, Thundercracker and Starscream. Basically the same kind of colours. I
Yeah,
think.
but then we've also got Shockwave.
Yeah.
Soundwave.
Yeah.
Who's also a spaceship. So spaceship.
I think the one thing we have, which I think all Decepticon fans is like, I think that's probably the most asked question at Wizards and Hasbro is not spaceship. Where the frick is Shockwave? Like everyone just Soundwave.
Where is he?
Where's Soundwave? Because everyone's like Soundwave. Where's Soundwave? We've seen artwork. Where's Soundwave? So hopefully it's either this wave or next wave.
I think he's going to be in this wave.
I want next wave. I don't want this wave.
Really?
Yes, because the
thing is that
this is my first thing. Probably pop it up on the screen right now.
You want him in the
Is
boombox, don't you?
Soundwave. Yeah, the Soundwave Siege toy for me personally isn't my preferred look of him. I prefer classic G1, dude. That's my personal
This is the
opinion.
only sad thing I will say about this is
Okay.
the characters aren't G1, but we did have the amazing Bumblebee movie,
Yes, we did.
which
yes.
Michael Bay did not touch, and I think he should be locked in a trunk and dropped in North Sea.
We discussed about Michael Bay in one of our other videos. It's hilarious.
So what did we get? The opening 5 minutes of that film is Cybertron. Sorry for spoilers. And we've got all the G1
It's probably
characters.
popping up on the screen right
We've got
now.
all the G1 characters
Yeah.
in their Cybertron-y style look, and
Yeah.
God, they look sexy as hell.
It's true. And you don't know if half of them made it out. Like, it's
I think they
really
all
funny.
did.
Well, fingers crossed they did.
Oh, we know someone who didn't.
Yeah, we know
Yeah,
someone who
sad
did.
pandas.
Yes, we're not gonna
Sad
bring them up. Sad pandas.
No, nobody cares about him. But basically, the toy. So we know Shockwave.
Yeah.
We know Starscream. Springer's one.
Springer's another one.
Jetfire.
Yeah, Jetfire's another
So
one.
there might be a Jetfire in this wave.
That'd be
There's
interesting.
There's an Ironhide,
Yeah, there is a
toy,
new Ironhide coming
which
out.
looks. I actually kind of want that toy
Yeah, it's pretty good.
because it just looks like angry Ironhide.
Yeah, Angry
So
Ironhide.
the world's biggest gun.
So the worst thing is now is like, because we've got all this speculation, because this is obviously, it was released by IGN, courtesy of Wizards and Hasbro, is everyone's going to start looking at the toy line of the Siege of Cybertron and just go, which one? Okay, that's what that person could look like. That's what that person could look like. So
And back to Soundwave.
yes,
I think he's coming this wave.
All right, is that your bold pick?
That's my bold pick for the day. I think he's coming this because we've now got mini-cons, and I think this is how we're going to get Rumble Frenzy, Ravage, Rat-Bat,
that's a very good point.
Laserbeak, and Buzzsaw. I don't know if we'll get all 6.
I think there'll be, you know what I say? I think there'll be like a points cost, kind of like how the Battle Masters are and stuff like that, but they have the ability like Metroplex. They basically fart them out, but they're going to be that size. That's what I'm saying.
They're going to be this
I think
size.
they're going to be a small character card size.
Because that's the thing, you've got the 2 options. You've got the one that has a vehicle mode and a bot mode.
Yep.
But then you've got the weapon one, which starts off on bot mode, which I think they're going to be that one, because they start the game in bot mode. Unless they have some massive synergy with Soundwave, because he's the one who poops them out, they're going to start in bot mode, and when they die, go into cassette, and then become a utility for your character. I reckon that's the closest.
That could be.
If not, it's going to be horrendously bad.
Or it could be something different. It could be something that we don't even think, to be quite frank.
But I think this is the reason why I think Soundwave's in this edition.
Wow,
Because of this.
that's it. That's your bold pick.
That's my
well, I said I wanted Ultra Magnus, so I technically have already done. I'm already a winner.
Octane. I want Octane. I want Octane.
That video will be eventually released after this one, guys. So there'll probably be a thumbnail at the end of the video to watch that. So we're going to move on to the last little bit here, because we only got sidetracked because we were like, oh, I wish we had this, It's the card which obviously Ultra Magnus talked about earlier, which is his armour. It is a blue and orange pip.
Which everyone loves.
It's an armour. It basically gives you 2 attack and 2 armour, and it says put on Autobots only.
Ooh, more Autobot love.
And then it's if the upgraded character would take non-attack damage, instead it takes that much damage -1. So all these cheeky little the zaps and the little take a 1 damage, nothing.
Transfer 1 damage from me to you.
Like 2 damages and stuff like that, -1. Those 3s become 2s. Those 2s become 1s. Those 1s become nothing.
And here's the kicker.
Yes.
What's the kicker?
Oh, the kicker is it's 2 stars.
Yeah. So you gotta play. I don't think people are ever gonna run 3 of them.
I probably will.
Yeah. You just take Ultra Magnus on his own to take all the freaking stars.
Yeah, I will. I'll take Ultra Magnus. I'll make Bane Pain Train. Like I think
it's a truck.
Yeah, but the funniest thing about this, I think, is it opens up the world to a lot of interesting things, because obviously in Wave 2 we got that card which is coming up on the screen now. I think it was called Universe Unleash Potential, where you could search outside of your deck for a 1-star cost. So there's a reason why this is a 2-star cost, because if this was 1, everyone would spam the shit out of this and using Unleash Potential and stuff like that. So we don't know where they're going to go. Obviously we've got 67 cards. We've also got 48 character cards. There's a video of us talking about what we want to see in Wave 3, but now we kind of know what the theme is. That video will probably be not relevant, but the characters probably will be. I think some of the characters we said will probably still be relevant. If not, it can be used for further Wave-age, as we call it. So, that was our hot take.
And with the Wave coming June for the US, and the end of June, that kind of makes me feel we're going to get a wave every 4 months.
It could be.
So the Wave 4 might be October. Every year, 3 waves, and if they keep that up for the next 10 to 20 years, I'm happy.
Yeah,
I'm very happy.
There's a lot of us who are going to be very, very poor. I'm just going to say.
Well, where's my wallet? Oh,
yeah, exactly.
It's gone.
It's gone. So anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this little bit of an update. Leave a like, comment below, tell us your thoughts. You can find us on the Discord group as Bleeped Up Productions. Yeah. And you can also find us on the UK Transformers Facebook groups as well. So until next time, take it easy.